and kiss her on stage. Hold on.
I saw that.
Husband claimed she never kissed him in public and was shocked she would kiss a complete stranger in front of 20,000 people.
Now, that is the clip from...
That's the clip?
Yeah, well, let me tell you, because this quote that they're reading from the husband is not a real quote because she doesn't have a husband. So she said that they took that right there, and it because this clip, right? She says that she has like a homeschool program. She's like the top homeschooler in the country. She was on a Zoom. Some of the men from the people that she works with came on a Zoom and said they were upset at her because her story is that she's a single mom and she had to do a lot by herself, including homeschool her child, right? The men came on and said, well, why are you hiding your husband and emasculating him and not giving him credit for helping you raise your child? We heard Shannon Sharpe say blah 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 about your husband because of the Usher concert, and that's how she even knew that it was happening. She reached out to them. She gave them ample time, according to Ms. Tillman, to remove things and to publicly apologize. She says that they pulled it down off of where you could view it on YouTube and other platforms, but not from Apple. As of yesterday, she claims that it was still on Apple. We went and checked today. It's not on Apple anymore, but she wanted to make it clear that this is not like a shakedown attempt or anything like that. She gave them time. She wanted things removed. Once communication kind of faded out and they weren't responding to her, she then filed the lawsuit, and they are in conversation for a settlement. But she says that she even plans to use this as an example when she goes and speaks to Congress not too long from now, because it's more about journalistic integrity and the fact that people can take anything and do anything.
Oh, she asked them to take it down and they ain't take it down.
They removed it. So they removed it from some platforms, but it wasn't removed, she says, from Apple. And she sent me a screenshot of it being still up on their Apple platform at one point. Yeah. But as of today, we went and looked today, it's not there. But she is alleging that it was still there, and that's what made her say, you know what, I'm going to file the lawsuit because I've asked for these things to happen and they haven't.
Yo, it's Big Ant the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as Shannon Sharpe has been hit with a lawsuit once again, and this is right after he just got fired the other day from ESPN after he just settled the lawsuit for the little snow bunny that he was playing around with, who had the OnlyFans, and that right there, just the whole story in itself when you go down through that process. And I had a link in the description where you can watch this clip at the beginning on Breakfast Club at where Laura LaRosa talked to the lady directly, Miss Tillman out of Chicago, who is explaining why she filed the lawsuit on Shannon Sharpe and the production team with running his show, because they were on there talking about the storyline that it hit Twitter that she was married and she was not married at that time, and it's affected her business. This is a defamation case, not a rape or anything like that, but still the same, it's bad press. And I gotta say this, I'm finna blame this nigga Usher, man. For the last couple years, this nigga been messing up happy homes, disrupting marriages, having people go viral on the internet with his little shenanigans and his little freaky boy tactics, feeding cherries. And that nigga there married himself with this. Like, he putting on the show and entertaining, but we know how entertaining can get, my nigga. Entertainment can turn into reality and cause certain type of casualties in certain situations. Just keeping it all the way 1,000. And she did go on the news back in April when this happened and talk to the people, and she has a role. She got a name with her position, so she already tied into everybody. She was enjoying it. It's bringing people looking into what I do, the work that I have going on. But on the other side of it, she did say back then that it was a lie on Twitter right when it came out.
Scott, but Jimelina, how you doing?
Wonderful. You cannot pay for this kind of exposure.
No, right.
30 million people. Right.
That's crazy.
Licking cherries.
Right.
Let's get into it.
Is that what
I'm just going to embrace it.
Yeah.
I'm a woman that's coming of age, and now I'm a retired homeschool mom. I was there while I was retired. Happened to catch the show while I was looking at other theaters for our theater festival we're looking to produce. The Harold Washington will be in London producing some shows. And I said, Usher's in town. Well, let me go check it out. Did not see this happening.
Oh, yeah. So I first saw this on X. Somebody shared the video and said the description of the video was that, like, this woman, her husband divorced her because of her connection with Usher and everything else. So that's just completely not true.
That is
just to get that out there, because a lot of people are seeing this video in that context.
Completely false. I am single. I am a retired homeschool mom looking to expand the arts here and across the pond. I am single. You got a cherry? Give me a jingle.
But with Shannon Sharpe and them ran with it on Nightcap, well, you get this. In court documents exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun, the woman Jamalita Tillman is suing Sharpe, as well as his Nightcap co-host Chad Ochocinco and the podcast production company Shay Shay Media. The woman claims the host knowingly propagated a false narrative about her marshal status in court papers. Sharpe, 57, just settled a $50 million lawsuit with a woman who accused him of rape, and he was officially let go from his ESPN job on Wednesday. In Tillman's complaint, she explained on April 2nd, 2025, I participated in a fan engagement moment at a Usher Raymond concert while I interacted with the artist as a selected audience member. The interaction quickly went viral after the fans noted the intensity between Tillman and Usher in the fun moment. Following this event, the defendants made and disseminated a false and defamatory statements suggesting that I was married and that my husband was filing for divorce due to my participation in this audience experience. I am not married, nor am I currently going through a divorce. She went on to explain, I was not married at the time of the fan participation moment during the Usher concert. The defendants' false narratives were shared widely across their platforms, reaching millions of followers. Viral spread and refutation efforts, despite my clear and public reputation of the false narrative. The woman, who is a global director for the Harold Washington Cultural Center, said she even went on to national media shows to refute the allegations from the ESPN First Take star that she was a married woman. Despite that, she alleged the defendants continue to post the defamatory content across their social media platforms. I made numerous efforts to contact the defendants to request the removal of this false narrative, but these requests were disregarded. The single mother added that the false statements have caused significant harm to my character and reputation. She further argued their continued dissemination of these false statements after I publicly clarified my martial status demonstrates a reckless disregard for the truth. And man, it's been a tough week for that nigga Shannon Sharpe, no doubt about it. Settlement, fire, then another lawsuit the next day after that fire. Now this right here is real crazy because of the simple fact she's saying they left it up on Apple when they got the details from Breakfast Club right there. That, hey, it's because they left it up. I told them to take it down. It was still on Apple, and I guess she feels like y'all wasn't going that hard on trying to remove this. This is killing my narrative. People already questioned me about it. Is it true or not? In a way, it's like, yeah, she jumped out there for the clout. She got to wear that too. You did put yourself out there for these storylines to get pressed up on you and for it to be spread around like this. Obviously, they didn't create the rumor. They didn't start the rumor. They elevated it because of their platform, so she's not going after the person who started the rumor, of course, because who are they? You know, it just came out of Twitter or anywhere. But with the size of Shannon Sharpe platform, I have to say this is going to be on him and his team, because you got to make sure, hey, in this type of game, if somebody's showing you they serious about it and it is a lie, you need to make sure that's taken down everywhere and come out and announce, hey, bro, they said this ain't true. We ain't trying to do no defamatory stuff. I don't know if they actually did that or not, but here you go once again, bro, and she's pressing a line on it. Hey, we'll just have to wait and see. It's been a crazy week in sports media or sports personalities. I would hate this to happen for anybody. She does not deserve to get a lie spread on her, even though you did dive in that water for these things to come up about you because you went up there and played the little game on the internet. This is the internet, but also at the same time, people do not deserve to be lied on, false rumors to be spread, or nothing of the sort. It's like, hey, a danged if you do, danged if you don't type of situation. It did help her, as she said on the news, like, hey, it put me out there more for the business and the things that I do and have going on. That's what's back in April when she said that. But then the negative side come where people are questioning her character. So this is a defamatory lawsuit, not a lawsuit of the, you know, rape allegations or nothing negative like that. But it's just tough right now for Shannon Sharpe, Ochocinco involved as well, Nightcap and all that. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for Shit Show. Stay on your pivot.